All right, welcome. Today we're going to do Bond themes, Bond songs, I guess, from the movies. The theme itself is in Doctor No, but then is in most of the movies after that. So I don't have that included in here. It's an awesome theme, obviously. Everybody knows that. To speak to the theme a little bit, it is used differently in different movies. It even sounds, the arrangement's a little different. I didn't pay enough attention as I was watching each movie to say like which one had my best use of the Bond theme. But it's when there's a little heavier guitar and it's pretty consistent. There's some that I remember scenes like yeah that's how you need to hear it. There's maybe not as good, but won't be here. These will be the actual songs that are kind of the themes for the movie. I watched the movies over the last month or so, but I was familiar with some of the Bond music. I grew up. Dad had a record player. We had records from, I think, all of the at least initial Connery ones and probably some of the more ones. So Goldfinger, From Russia with Love, Thunderball. Remember all those. So I do have some of that, and then some of the newer ones I haven't heard as much. Now, as I was watching, I paid attention to the beginning, to the music, to the opening, visuals and artwork and everything. Thought about doing the whole intro as part of the review, but I just decided to go with the music itself. Um, some things about like how I will probably rank them. It's not just like what's the best song, but it's like does it kind of fit with the film, fit with the movie? And I would assume this would be like super different for everybody. Like some people probably love some songs that I will not like, and some people will probably hate some of the songs I like, depending. But we will rate them using the standard tier list we've been using for all the other bonds. So S, A, B, C, D. S are going to be the best. Best. A's really good. B's pretty good. C's okay, iffy, kind of just forgettable, and then D's like, yeah, I don't really like that one. And some of these I just truly don't remember from the movie, so I'm going to go ahead and play them. I don't know the YouTube rules. I'm sure it'll be blocked or something because of copyright, or they'll tag me or something. Uh, if it stays up, great. And if it doesn't, I will re-record some version without the music and just say which ones that I like and keep my rankings from what I'm doing here. All right, let's get going. So the first one is From Russia with Love. I think the theme in the movie was actually just an instrumental theme. I think the actual singing was added either later in the movie or just on the album. But we're gonna do the version with the music or with the lyrics, so and singing. So we will get started with From Russia with Love.
From Russia with love, I fly to you, much wiser since my goodbye to you. I've traveled the world to learn I must return from Russia with love.
All right, it's pretty solid. I'm not going to play the whole thing for all of them. We'd be here forever. Um, I like some of the elements of this for sure. I like that it has that Russian sound. I don't know what if it's a guitar, balalaika, whatever it is over there, but it keeps that tone. I like that it's crooning back in the day. Always cool to have the crooning. I don't know that it's like super super interesting compared to maybe some of the others that'll come up. We'll see. I do like I'm gonna give bonus points probably for any song that uses the Bond title in the song. I always like that. The ones that don't have it, I get a little distracted by, or I did during the movie. So we'll give some credit there. I'll have From Russia with Love as a B to start. We'll start in the middle. As always, can move some up or down. All right, we're going to move to Goldfinger with Shirley Bassey. She does a few of them, I think. So this will be her first.
cold finger beckons you to enter his web of sin. But don't go in. Golden words he will pour in your ear, but his lies can't disguise what you feel.
I let it play too long because the lyrics are interesting. But it also gets to the Bond theme. I like how they interweave that into the song. Very distinct voice too. I like the cadence of the lyrics and the way that they're singing it. So Shirley did a really good job there. I'm gonna give Goldfinger an A. I think I remember that one from growing up as well. It's a very distinct, again, voice and sound. I think compared to some of the others. All right, we get to Tom Jones doing Thunderball. Another little
He always runs while others walk. He acts while other men just talk. He looks at this world and wants it all. So he strikes like thunderbolt.
Okay. I know it goes along pretty similar, and then at the end he crescendos the Thunderball. But yeah, it's a good song. I don't know that it's a great song. Tom Jones is great. I like Tom Jones. He's got that great voice. Was in Vegas, I think, for a while. Good at crooning. I'm gonna have that as a B. It's just not super interesting to me compared to like Goldfinger, that's got a little bit more interesting lyrics. And it seems a little like a repeat of that song. Like they've kind of written a similar song. So we'll start there with the B for that one. Okay, we move to You Only Live Twice by Nancy Sinatra. Don't remember this one very much. Okay, got the gist. Remember it now as they got going in there. And this is, a movie primarily set like in Japan. I think I probably would have liked to have a little bit more of that flair to it a bit. It was okay though. It was fine. I don't know that it was good. It was just kind of mediocre. But I think there's going to be some others that are lower. We'll start it as a C, but I don't know. Again, that's not bad. It's just kind of in the middle there. Okay, now we get to On Her Majesty's Secret Service. This one's a little weird because the beginning of the movie is a theme, like a song, an instrumental. And then there's a Louis Armstrong song that's actually kind of the song the movie's known for. So we're going to use the Louis Armstrong version. I could go back and just say use the instrumental, but I don't know that it's that special. So we'll use the Louis Armstrong version and see how it goes. And I don't remember the song all that much. It's called We Have All the Time in the World. So automatic deduction because not around Her Majesty.
We have all time in the world. Time enough for life to unfold all the precious things love has in store. We have all the love in the world. If that's all we have, you will find we need nothing more. Every step of the way will.
Okay, I mean, I'm sure it keeps going with a little bit of that breakdown there. Some interesting thematic things going on. It's not my favorite. And I like some Louis Armstrong, but it's not my favorite. I'm gonna have it as a C. I know that it probably fits, some of the love story within that movie, but it's not my favorite. All right, Diamonds Are Forever. We go back to Connery's last movie here. Shirley Bassey again. Goldfinger. Sorry. I like the start.
Diamonds are forever. They are all I need to please me. They can stimulate and tease me. They won't leave in the night. I've no fear that they might desert me. Diamonds are forever. Hold one up and then caress it. Touch it, stroke it and undress it. I can see every part, nothing hides in the heart to hurt me. I don't need love.
I was waiting for that part. I thought that was in
For what good will love do me? Diamonds never lie to me. For when love's gone, they last a
Okay, yeah, I knew. I was like, I think it gets to another spot, at least when I was remembering the beginning of the movie. But I like that one pretty well too. I'm gonna give that one a B. I don't think it's quite as good as Goldfinger. She does have a good voice. Again, the unique voice. So I will definitely give credit for that. And again, it's in the title is in the song. All right, we move to Wings. Paul McCartney and Wings with "Live and Let Die." I definitely know this song. Grew up with Guns N' Roses as well, doing a cover of this, but I know this one, so we'll listen a little bit.
When you were young and your heart was an open book, you used to say, live and let live. But if this ever-changing world in which we live in makes you give it a cry, say live and let die. Live and let die. Live and let die. Live and let What does it matter to you? When you got a job to do, you got to do it well. You got to give the other fella hell.
All right, I had to let it get to that part. I had a long instrumental at the beginning. But yeah, Wings is awesome. They have some good albums. Like I actually didn't listen to Wings all that much until I was older and put an album in and actually just listen through it. But certainly, this is a famous song. This was a famous beginning. This was the beginning of the Roger Moore era, so they wanted to kind of change the theme behind it, which I think they did an awesome job. So I am going to have Live and Let Die up in the A category to start. All right, now we're on to The Man with the Golden Gun. Certainly don't remember this one as much. It is in the title, which is a credit because that's a hard one to like fit a song around. So we'll see how it goes. Lulu is the artist. And I don't know, it's not, doesn't seem like it is playing. Let me. I don't like it. I tried to. I'm gonna give it a D. It just for a while was kind of like bland in the beginning. It's got a unique style to it, and again, credit to actually being able to fit that in a song. But the styling didn't feel good, and then when they did the breakdown, it feels too campy. It didn't fit the movie to me either. I mean, the movie wasn't all that serious, but like Scaramanga is a pretty good villain. I think they could have done a little bit better with that song. Okay, now we go to The Spy Who Loved Me. This is a song that is not, again, called The Spy Who Loved Me. This is Nobody Does It Better by Carly Simon. Well, it is in the song. They just don't call it that. I like that. I'm going to give that an A. It starts a little slow, and I was trying to remember the beginning of the movie, and like, if it would have started that slow, I would have thought like, oh man, this is, what's the visuals and stuff that aren't going on with it, but it picks up, and I do remember that movie, like the beginning being pretty good. Like I liked the theme and the artwork, so that's definitely a good song. But yeah, they tie in the title, they just don't call it. So give them credit there. All right, we go back to Shirley again for Moonraker. She's back, and this time for a Roger Moore movie. Okay, it's a good theme. It's just slow. I mean, it's they're kind of in this. I'm gonna give that a B. This slower era. You kind of it's like once we did the Paul McCartney, we've moved into ballads. Okay, we're gonna do Sheena Easton for Your Eyes Only. Okay, interesting start.
For your eyes only can see me through the night. For your eyes only, I never need to hide. You can see so much in me that's new. I never felt till I looked at you. For your eyes only for you, you see what no one else can see. And now I'm breaking free for your eyes only.
Kept playing it because I was just on the fence. I really like some of the atmospheric things, like within the back of the song, and then I don't know, it gets a little cookie cutter at times, but I liked it. I'm gonna start it as an A. I'm kind of in between an A and a B, but it would be there right now. All right, now we are. It's a hard one. This is Octopussy. I don't think they fit that into this song, but it's called "All Time High" by Rita Coolidge.
All I wanted was a sweet distraction for an hour or two. Had no intention to do the things we've done. Funny how it always goes in love when you don't look, you find. But then we're two of a kind. We move as one. We're an all-time high. We'll change all that's gone before. Doing so much more.
It's good. It's just kind of generic though, like in terms of it could have just been a hit, in that era, and I don't know if it was really like I don't know any other Rita Coolidge stuff. Like, is it that different than other things? I do like it all right. I'm gonna have it as a B to start. Okay, Never Say Never Again. We're headed back to Connery for this. It is called That Is by Lonnie Hall.
You walk in a room, a woman can feel the heat. One look is a guarantee. Nights could be long and sweet. The message is clear, like nothing I've ever known. But from all that I hear, forget about long-range plans, 'cause this man's got his own. To get mixed up with a man who says
Okay, I had enough to know it's down to like. I think I'm gonna have it in the D category. I don't love the voice. I don't love the song. Just kind of boring, and then takes off to a place I don't really like where it goes. Okay, so View to a Kill. This is Duran Duran, so we're hitting the 80s hard now with the last Roger Moore film. No, right. Okay.
Meeting you with a view to a kill. Face to faces, secret places, feel the chill. Nightfall covers me, but you know the plans I'm making still oversee. Could it be the whole of hope when you find a sacred wine, a mystery gaping inside? The weekend's wine until we dance into the fire. That fatal kiss is all we need.
Okay. I know the song. I've heard the song. I know Duran Duran well. View to a Kill. I like that song a lot. I think it fits too. They did a good job. I mean, I could see just like you're switching to rock, kind of 80s pop and it being jarring and like, oh gosh, I'm sure some older folks hated it when it came out, but I like View to a Kill. I think that's a good song. Interesting one on the next one. We have the Living Daylights. Aha. Aha is kind of known as a one-hit wonder. Take on Me. So they went and got him for Living Daylights. Let's play the Living Daylights. Oh, little Bondish at the beginning. Okay. I remember this. I know this song. I'd heard it when I was younger, but like barely. And I remember watching the movie, and I was very frustrated at the beginning of the movie hearing this song. It's not because I thought the song was bad. It's because I thought the like artwork and stuff that was going with it was not fitting for what this song was. And this is the beginning of the Dalton era of the two films, but I thought the energy it had made me get into the movie. And the other part of this song, and I will give the song and the score, I think John Barry did it, credit. This movie had the best score to me, like played throughout. So like Live and Let Die is an example. I thought Live and Let Die was overused in that movie. I thought it was great, but it's just like they didn't just like subtly weave it in at times. They're just like playing it again. And it's like, no, just weave it in the themes. They did at times, but like in this movie, I thought they did a good job of not just like playing it. So I remember that clearly with this. I am sure this song is hated by most Bond fans. I like it. I'm going to give it an A. All right. License to Kill. Gladys Knight. No pips, though. Just Gladys Knight. Okay, starting a lot slower. Okay, little Bondy. It's a nice little line. License to Kill and Go Straight for Your Heart. I like it. I liked it. I don't know, man. I have so many A's. I'm gonna give it an A. I liked it, and you know that was a late '80s, I think, movie. So it was fitting. All right, and a nice change. Like you didn't need to just keep doing rock music, I guess, but it was good. Okay, we're gonna go to Goldeneye. So we're now in the Brosnan era. Tina Turner. I had no idea. I could not remember what the Goldeneye song was. I'd seen the movie growing up. It's the first movie I saw in the theater for Bond, and I do not remember the song even now. So I'm glad I'm listening to this again.
See reflections on the water, more than darkness in the depths. See him surface in every shadow. On the wind, I feel his breath. Golden eye, I found his weakness. Golden eye, he'll do what I please.
Not a big fan. It's okay. It sounds a little like cheaply produced. I mean, there's like it almost sounds like a MIDI or something of a horns in there, but not my favorite for a pretty good movie. Okay, Tomorrow Never Dies. Sheryl Crow.
Darling, I'm killed. I'm in a puddle on the floor, waiting for you to return. Oh, what a thrill! Fascinations galore. How you tease, how you leave me to burn. It's so deadly, my dear. The power of loving you until
I'm gonna have it as a C. It was okay. I just didn't really like it. I was hoping it would go different places than she really went with it, or whoever composed it. But it's okay. It's not my favorite. Okay, The World Is Not Enough. This is Garbage. The band, not like the rating yet. Okay.
I know how to lose. I know how to heal.
good. It's not bad. Like I like that much better than the others. I don't know that I'll make it an A, but it's pretty good. I'm gonna have it up there. I don't listen. I didn't even know Garbage what they sang. All right, we get to Madonna, Die Another Day from Die Another Day.
I'm gonna wake up, yes and no. I'm gonna kiss some part of. I'm gonna keep this secret. I'm gonna close my body. I guess I died another day. I guess I died another day. I guess I died another.
Okay, that's enough. I apologize to any people who listen to music anything after this time. It kind of gets worse. But yeah, Madonna with auto tune, awful. I'm gonna have that as a D. Like I remember that song being terrible when it came out, and it didn't do any favors to hear it again. Okay, we move on to Casino Royale. So this is another song. This is Chris Cornell, Soundgarden. This is just Chris Cornell though, and this is You Know My Name. It's not called Casino Royale. Oh.
If you take life, do you know what you give? Odds are you won't like what it is. When the storm arrives, would you be seen with me by the merciless eyes of deceived? I've seen diamonds fall from blinding eyes, but you yourself are nothing so divine. Just next line. Yourself because no one else ever said.
I like Chris Cornell. I like his voice a lot. He's got some great songs. Soundgarden's got some great songs. I would like him to do a Bond theme. I think they could do better than this. This is too generic and it doesn't like really fit the movie to me. So I'm not a huge fan of it. I'm gonna have it as a C, I think. Part of it's like it's kind of a B in my head, but then I'm like, dude, you could have done better. Like he's better than that. All right. Another Way to Die. This is a Jack White and Alicia Keys song.
Another ringer with the slick trigger finger for Her Majesty.
Another one with the golden tongue poison in your fantasy.
Another bill from a killer, turn a thriller to a tragedy. Yeah, door left open, a woman walking by, a drop in the water.
Oh, I hate that. All right, that's a D. I tried. It's just not very good to me. Too jarring. I don't know. I'm sure some people love that song. Not my thing. All right, we have Adele with Skyfall.
Hold your breath and count to 10. Feel the earth move and then hear my heart burst again. For this is the end. I've drowned and dreamt this moment. So overdue, I owe it. Swept away, I'm stolen. Let the sky fall when it crumbles. We'll stand tall, face it all together. Let the sky fall.
Okay. It started slow, but you know the movie's probably a little bit more of that theme, and then picks up. It's pretty good. It's okay. I think this was probably like really popular song. Adele was really popular, but it's like a B to me. It's okay. All right. Then we have Sam Smith with Writings on the Walls. So this is Spectre. This is not a Spectre song, which I don't. You can probably do.
I've been there before, but always hit the floor. I've spent a lifetime running, and I always get away. But with you, I'm feeling something that makes me wanna stay. I'm prepared for this. I never shoot to miss, but I feel like a storm is coming. If I'm gonna make it through the day, then there's no more use in running. This is something I gotta face. If I ask it all, could you break my How do I breathe when you're not here? I'm suffocating. I wanna feel love run through my blood. Tell me, is this where I give it all up? For you, I have to risk it all.
Okay. I was just trying to see where it was going. I remember that song now from watching the movie because I thought it was pretty jarring. Like, I don't like his vocals. I know some people probably think he's like a brilliant vocalist. I think they sound like somebody trying to sound like John Legend, and doesn't really do it for me. I'm gonna have him down in the D category. The falsetto sounds awful to me. And I don't know, they probably use auto tune and stuff on all that, which makes it to my ear not sound good. But so be it. All right, let's try one more newer song, Billie Eilish. No Time to Die. Stan Dower.
I should have known I'd leave alone. Just goes to show that the blood you bleed is just the blood you own. We were a pair, but I
it's fine. It's a decent sounding song. It's very dull. I know the movie's, kind of intended to be sad and all that, so it's fine. I'd probably give that a C. It's okay. Uh, Makes me wish they had more rock music again, right? It's like, give me somebody exciting. Stop being depressed. Okay, let's go through and rank these. It was good to listen to them. Again, hopefully it doesn't get blocked, but I'll remember what these rankings are and just go back and do them again. Let's start at the bottom. So what's the worst? Man, Die Another Day was always the worst to me. But this Jack White, Alicia Keys one really challenges, and I think it's going to take the cake. Go there. The Sam Smith one is third last because it's just jarring to hear the falsetto and stuff with his voice, and I'm sure some people love it. It's great. Never Say Never Again, I'll have a little higher than Man with a Golden Gun, so that'll be my last category there. In the C's, we have No Time to Die, You Know My Name. I mean, Chris Cornell I like more than some of these. Sheryl Crow song's probably okay. I like them both better than Tina Turner's, I think. On Her Majesty's was the Louis Armstrong song, which I'd have higher, and You Only Live Twice is fine to be higher than those. Okay, Skyfall, The World Is Not Enough. I like The World Is Not Enough more than some of these. I'm going to move it up. All Time High versus Moonraker. I will have All Time High a little bit higher. Not an all-time high, though. And then Diamonds Are Forever, Thunderball from Russia with Love. I think I'm okay with that. All right, let's go up to the A's and see what might be in the S tier. So Gladys Knight, License to Kill was solid. It's probably toward the bottom there. For Your Eyes Only would be below. The Spy Who Loved Me. So my S's are going to be Goldfinger, Live and Let Die, and a very, very controversial pick, I think. Living Daylights. Again, I'm sure there's plenty of people that hate that song / hate that it's in a Bond movie. I really like the energy it brings to a Dalton movie, and I wish again they had energy like that. Live and Let Die did the same thing. It like started out and you're like, okay, I'm into this, and it's fun. It doesn't have to be like a super serious, sad movie. So I really like that song. I will say too, like I know Aha's music that again they're a one-hit wonder here, but they're actually like a big band in Europe. They have a lot of good albums, so a lot of good songs. And again, part of the reason is because the score is so good. And if you don't believe me, go back and watch the movie and just listen to the score. And this is like interwoven into it. So now let's figure out the order. Goldfinger, Live and Let Die, Living Daylights. Goldfinger's so classic, it's the one I remember growing up. Like that was the Bond song that I knew. We're gonna do one thing as well, because I did this with the last one. We're gonna do a Mount Rushmore. I'm moving View to a Kill up. I really like that song. Dance into the Fire once they get to that part. And this was fun in the movie. Like it was an energizing start to a movie that was not super great, but it was I had fun. And we're actually going to move from Russia with Love up to an A. I think that's probably fair. So out of those, though, I am going to do View to a Kill, Living Daylights, Goldfinger, Live and Let Die. I think that's going to be it. Yeah, I think that's it. I could argue myself all over the place with a few of the top, but man, the bottom are the bottom for sure. Some in the middle are, here and there. Uh, I I always wondered, and I might do this, if they were able to just get like the best artists at the right time. And sometimes they tried, like, or did, somebody that's popular, and I just am not a fan. Like, what would have looked like for some of these movies? Because I think you could have had some artists who might have fit better. But yeah, so it's pretty good. It's enjoyable. It's always fun to see what the Bond theme's going to be. I hate it when it's like not great or they just don't really do a good job with it. But there they are. And then the next or the last tier list I've got to do is around the movies themselves.